Hey team, we are looking at simultaneous equations. We're going to look at the applications of simultaneous equations in sort of a real world context. We have a question that says if we go to the shop and one red skin and 4 Milkos cost $1.65, whereas 2 red skins and 3 Milkos cost $1.55, how much does each lolly cost? In the original question, textbook asks you for Redskins and Golden Ruffs, but Golden Ruffs aren't my jam, so I've gone with Milkos. When we do all these type of application questions, we set the pronumerals to represent the variables that we want. So we're going to let R equal A to Redskins. We're going to let M equal Milkos. And we just need to pick the information out of the question. So it says 1 redskin and 4 Milkos equals $1.65. So we'll make that our equation 1. So R plus 4M equals, and remember when we're dealing with money that there's 100 cents in the dollar, it's easier to work without the decimal point. So we're going to say that equals 165. 165 cents is $1.65. Then the second equation for us will be that 2 redskins and 3 Milkos is $1.55. So 2R plus 3M equals 155. We label those equations 1 and 2. And now we look at these equations, remembering major ways that we can solve this are substitution and elimination. We could use all here, but because we've got this R already by itself in equation 1, and I see I could just easily take the 4M over to the other side, I'm going to use the substitution method. You could also use, if you want to practice the elimination method, you could times equation 1 by 2, and that will give you 2R on both sides of the equation. You could take those away from each other. It's another way that you could solve this. But for me, I'm going to use the substitution. So I'm going to manipulate equation 1. So I've got R plus 4M equals 165. I'm going to take that 4M away from both sides. And that's going to give me R equals 165 minus 4M. I'm going to make that equation 3. So I'm going to sub 3 into 2. And equation 2 is 2R plus 3M equals 155. Sub in that R value from equation 3, so we've got 2 lots of 165 minus 4M, and that, plus the 3M from the original equation 2 equals 155, once again from the original equation 2. Okay, so we'll solve the brackets. 2 times 165 is 330. 2 times negative 4M is negative 8M plus 3M equals 155. And then we can get this 330 over the other side, but taking it away from both sides. And so we have negative 8M plus 3M equals 155 minus 330. And we can solve all those equations. Minus 8M plus 3M gives us negative 5M. And that is going to equal 155 minus 130 is going to be a negative 175. Yes, that's right. 5M equals negative 175. Let me just take divide both sides by -5 to get m by itself. So -5m divided by -5 just gives us positive m, and -175 divided by -5 gives us 35. Okay, so m equals 35 is now equation 4. Remember we're going to sub 4, put it back into one of our original equations. We'll sub it into 1, So equation 1 is r plus 4m equals 165 cents. So we've got our new value of m. So we've got r plus 4 lots of our value of m equals 35 equals 165. So r plus and 4 times 35. It's 140. That gives us 140 equals 165. Sorry, pen's playing up. 165. And that means we'll take 140 from both sides. And what that gives us is r equals 165 minus 140. R equals 25. So what we can say is therefore Redskins cost this R value here, 25 cents, and Milko's cost, what have we got up here? What was our M value? Our M value was equation 4 just here. So M equals 35, cost 35 cents, quite rightly. Milko's are far more delicious than Redskins. So Redskins cost 25 cents. Milko's cost 35 cents. So we solved that. If you went with the elimination method when you practice this one yourself, just make sure you got something that was similar to the right answer. It's a great one to do both ways because it's quite easy to manipulate these initial equations into something that suits you. And then when we did this, we just let r and m equal our variables, set the equations as per the question. We found a r value by manipulating our initial equation, which we made equation 3, sub that into equation 2. We solved that, found that m equals 35, and then we subbed that equation 4, that value of m equals 35, into the original equation 1, solved that, and found that Redskins were 25 cents. Thanks for watching.